Have you ever caught your husband cheating on you? How did you react? You could always ask for a divorce, but there are other ways of doing things. One of them is revenge. A hidden camera is one of the most effective methods. It allows you to get irrefutable evidence of the betrayal. But what happens when the roles are reversed and the wife cheats while the husband is away on business? Let's find out. Chapter 1. The thing that pissed me off the most was the fact that he had the audacity to lecture me about fidelity while he was traveling for work. "I want you to stay away from Mark. He's a married man," his text said. It was clear that my husband was talking about my boss, Mark. I mean, how dare he ask me that? Did he think that I would do anything to jeopardize what we have? We've been together for 10 years and we have 2 beautiful kids. I'm not going to mess it up over some random fling with my boss. And yet that's exactly what Jason wanted me to do. My mind was made up. There was no way I was going to let him treat me like that. So I sent him a simple, "Got it," as a reply. I wasn't going to tell him that I also had a secret. Jason left early in the morning and I started getting ready for work myself. I put on a tight dress and high heels, the ones that made my ass look great. You know the kind. When I got to work, I walked past Mark's office. He was already there, and I knew that he was looking at me because he always did. Every time I passed by his office, I felt his eyes burning into me. This man was crazy about me. He'd make comments about my clothes, my perfume, even my legs. I hated it. I hated the way he looked at me. It was disgusting. I told myself that I had to get through the day and that I would go home as soon as possible. But Mark had other plans for me. As soon as I sat down at my desk, he came in. "You look stunning today, Sophia," he said with a smirk. "I can't wait for the weekend," he added, winking at me. What an asshole. I turned back to my computer and tried to focus on my work. But Mark wouldn't let me concentrate. He kept coming by my desk every few minutes, praising me, touching my shoulders, kissing my neck. I tried to push him away, but he was too strong. Then he started kissing my lips and I gave in. I know I shouldn't have, but I just couldn't say no to him. I don't know why I did it, but I ended up going to his office with him. After a couple of hours, I went home. I didn't tell Jason anything about what had happened at work. I didn't want to ruin his evening with my problems. Besides, it was only Mark and me. No harm done. Chapter 2. The following days were hell. I was torn between Jason and Mark. I loved my husband, but I couldn't help but crave the attention that Mark gave me. I kept thinking about how good it had felt to be desired by another man. The problem was that my feelings for Jason kept changing. Some days I loved him with all my heart, and the thought of losing him made me cry. Other days I wanted nothing more than to rip off my wedding ring and leave him behind. Mark knew exactly how I felt. He was making me feel alive again. And as the days passed, I found myself falling in love with him. One night, Jason texted me again. "Are you sure you're not seeing Mark?" he asked. His tone was demanding and that pissed me off. "What the fuck does it look like? I'm sitting at my desk working," I replied, hoping that he would believe me. "Don't lie to me. I know what's going on," he said. "Why would I do that? Why would I cheat on you?" I typed. "If you're not cheating on me, then why are you spending so much time with Mark?" he asked. I froze. How could he say that? I hadn't spent any time with Mark. I'd only seen him at work. But then I remembered the night before. I had gone to Mark's apartment after work. I'd taken a cab home, but before that, I'd stopped by Mark's place, and he must have sent me a text. I had stayed there until late at night, and I forgot to delete the message. I quickly opened my phone and checked. Sure enough, I had a text from Mark saying, "See you tomorrow." Jason had obviously seen it. I felt tears stinging my eyes. I was so ashamed. I was cheating on Jason with my boss, and I was being busted. I tried to come up with a good excuse, but before I could type anything, Jason sent another message. "Pack your bags, I don't want to see you again," he said, and then he blocked me. Now I was really crying. What had I done? I missed him so much. I just wanted to hug him and tell him everything. But he was gone. I didn't have his number memorized, so I pulled up his contact info. I called him, but it went straight to voicemail. I called again and again, but he never picked up. After a few hours, I calmed down and went to bed. The next morning, Jason still hadn't called me. I decided to call him again, but this time I recorded the call. I wanted to hear his voice. I needed to make sure that he was okay. I didn't want him to think that I wasn't sorry. Chapter 3. It was 7 a.m. and Jason was still asleep. I heard soft snores coming from the other side of the line. "Jason, it's me. Please pick up the phone," I whispered. When I heard his raspy voice, it felt like a knife went through my heart. "What do you want?" he asked. "Jason, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for what I did. I don't know why I did it. I love you. I love you so much." "I never meant to hurt you," I cried. "Don't call me again," he said, hanging up the phone. I tried to call him back, but he didn't pick up. I waited a few hours and tried again, but he still didn't answer. By now, I was desperate. I had to see him. I grabbed my keys and rushed to his car. I knew where he was going to be. All I had to do was follow him. When I spotted his car, I hid mine around the corner. I could see him walking toward the gym. I parked my car and followed him. Of course, I wasn't going to tell him that I was there. I just wanted to see him. I saw him take off his shirt and I wanted to jump on him and kiss him, to beg him for forgiveness. But I didn't. Instead, I stayed hidden and watched him exercise. When he finished, he took a shower and changed clothes. Then he left the gym. I followed him all the way to his parents' house. I didn't want to scare him, so I kept a safe distance. I saw him talk to his mom and dad, and then they all went inside. That's when I lost it. I walked up to his parents' door and rang the doorbell. "Can I help you?" a woman asked me. It was his mother. She looked at me from head to toe. "Where's Jason?" I asked. "He's inside," she said, opening the door wider. "May I come in?" I asked. She looked at me suspiciously, but she didn't say anything. She just stepped aside and let me enter the house. It was time for me to find Jason and explain everything to him. Dear friends, this is the end of Chapter 3, and here we leave you with a cliffhanger. Do you think Sophia will be able to talk to Jason? Or maybe his parents will stop her? Please write your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for the continuation of the story. See you soon.